Students, this is class 12th maths lecture first of chapter 8th application of integrals. So the first application of integral is that because of integrals we can find the area under simple curves, right? So let the function be as y is equal to fx. Now to find the area between the curve fx, x-axis and the ordinates x equal to a and x equal to b. That is to find the area bounded by the curve fx, the x-axis and the ordinates x equal to a and x equal to b. So this will be the area, and this area is nothing but integral of fx into dx from the limits a to b, right? Because we want to find the area of the curve fx and from the points a to b, so the limits will be a to b. Now why this is so? For this, see, we can make n number of vertical strips, right? Here I have made one vertical strip. Now we will find the area of this region. First of all, let the width of this vertical strip be dx and the length will be obviously y, because at the value of x, when you will calculate this length, this will be fx, y is equal to fx, right? Now this vertical strip approximately looks like a rectangle, right? And the area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So we denote the area of this elementary strip as dA, which is y into dx. Now the complete area. So integral does nothing but the work of summation only. Now if suppose I make here n number of strips, then to find the area we have to add the areas of those n vertical strips, right? Which can be done as from the limits a to b. Limits are from a to b. Integral of, that is summation of all the areas of the elementary strip, which is y into dx, and y is given as fx. So area can be calculated as fx into dx from the limits a to b, right? See, sometimes the function is given as x equal to gy. So the function will be like this, and you have to find the area between the function y-axis and the limit c to d. So now in this case we will make horizontal strips, right? Where the width of the horizontal strip is dy and the length will be x. So the area will be integral of gy into dy and the limits are from c to d. That is, if you are taking the limits of the y-axis, right, from c to d, then because we are taking the limits of the y-axis points, therefore the function will be in terms of y and we will integrate it also in terms of y, right? First remark is, if area is negative then take its absolute value, because area is always positive. So if area is negative when you calculate the integral, then consider its absolute value only. When you will calculate the area of the function which is below the x-axis from the point a to b, then when you will calculate its integral, it will be negative. But because area is always positive, we will take the absolute value, right? Sometimes it is the case that some part of the function is negative, that is below x-axis, and some part of the function is above x-axis. In such case, the area of the function from the limits a to c will be negative and the area of the function from c to b will be positive. So we will consider the absolute value of the area from the limits a to c, right? So from a to c, integral of fx into dx, take its absolute value, plus this will be positive only, so no need to take absolute value. Integral of fx into dx from the limits c to b, right? First is find the area enclosed by x square plus y square equal to a square. So first of all, in these types of question, you have to draw the graph by yourself. So this is a circle. The graph of this will be like this. Now we want to find the area enclosed by this circle, that is this complete area, right? Now as you know, the circle is symmetric about y-axis and about x-axis. That is, the portion of the circle which is on the left side of the y-axis is equal to the portion of the circle in the right side of the y-axis, and similarly the portion of the circle above the x-axis is same as the portion of the circle below the x-axis, right? Therefore, to find the area of this complete circle, we will find the area of just the portion AOBA, that is this shaded portion, and will multiply it with 4 to calculate the area of the complete given circle, right? So area of the given circle is nothing but 4 times the area of the region, this, which is equal to 4 into, now see, for this area either we can take vertical strips or horizontal strips. Now firstly I am taking this vertical strips, so the limits are from 0 to a, right? Now because the limits we have taken from the x-axis, so the function will come which is in terms of x and into dx. Now you know integral 0 to a y into dx. Now what is y? This is the equation given. From here calculate the value of y, which is plus minus root a square minus x square. Now see, because here for this portion y is positive, therefore we will consider plus root a square minus x square into dx. Now integrate this. So integral of root a square minus x square is x by 2 root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sin inverse x by a, right? From the limit 0 to a. Now first put a in place of x, so this will become a by 2 into 0 plus this will be a square by 2 into sin inverse a by a, that is sin inverse 1, minus, now put the lower limit in place of x. So when you will put 0 here, this term will become 0, and also sin inverse 0 is 0. So you will get the answer as pi a square, right? Now see, we can also do it by taking the limits of y. This is the circle given. So the area will be 4 times the area of this region. Now if I take the limits of the y-axis, so the limits are from 0 to a, right? Now because the limits is of y-axis, the function which we will take here will be in the terms of y into dy. Now the function in the term of y will be calculated from the given equation. It will be root a square minus y square, and then solve it. Similarly you have done in the upper part, right? So you will get the same answer, pi a square. Now the next question is find the area enclosed by x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. So we know this is an ellipse. So draw the graph of the ellipse. Now you know ellipse is symmetrical about y-axis also and about x-axis also, right? So we will just find the region of this, the area of this region only, AOBA, right? 4 times the area of this region will be the complete area we want to find. So area is equal to 4 times the area of this region. Now if I take the limits from 0 to a, so the limits are from 0 to a, y into dx. Now y will be, from the given equation calculated, you will get this plus minus b upon a into root a square minus x square. But see, because we are calculating the area of this part, in this part you can see y is positive, so we will consider in place of y the positive one, b by a root a square minus x square into dx, right? Because we have taken the limits of x-axis, so the function in terms of x will come, into dx. Now integrate this. So the integral we have just calculated in the previous question, integral of this is a square by 2 into pi by 2, right? And the constant as it is 4b upon a. So you'll get the answer as pi into ab, right? This question can also be done by taking the limits of the y-axis. Now see, the area is 4 times the, if I take the limits of the y-axis, that is from 0 to b. Now the function will be in the terms of y. So calculate it from the given equation. You will get it as a by b into root b square minus y square into d by. Solve this, you will get the same answer, right? Now the next is the area of the region bounded by a curve and a line. Till now we were finding the area of the curve with the x-axis, but now we have to calculate the area bounded by the curve and a given line. So suppose you have to find the area of y is equal to x square, that is this parabola, and the line y equal to 4. Now because we know parabola is symmetric about y-axis, right? So the area of this complete region will be equal to twice of the area of OBPO, right? So area will be twice of this region. So area will be twice of the area of this region OBPO, right? Now to calculate the area of this region, we will take the limits of y-axis from 0 to 4. Now see this region, if we take this as the limit, so this complete area is under the curve y is equal to x square, and because we have taken the limits of y-axis, so write the functions in terms of y. Now in the question, the equation is given as y is equal to x square. So x will be root y, right? So root y into dy. Now integrate this and put the limits, you will get the answer as 32 by 3. Now the next question is, we have to find the, this is the question number 6 of exercise 8.1. You have to find the area bounded by the circle x square plus y square equal to 4 and the line x equal to root 3y and x axis. So first of all, you have to draw the graph. This is the graph of the circle x square plus y square equal to 4. Take the points to draw the graph of this line x equal to root 3y. Now see, this circle and this line will intersect at a point. So in place of this x, put root 3y to get the intersection. So you will get the value of y as plus minus 1. That is, this circle and this line will intersect at the point y equal to 1 and y equal to minus 1. And the value of x will be, when y is 1, value of x will be root 3, right? So the graph of the circle and line will be like this. We have to find the area of the region of the circle, this line and the x-axis. So we have to find this shaded portion. Now see, to find this shaded portion, we will take the limits from the x-axis, which is from 0 to 2. But see, from 0 to root 3, this is the point of intersection. From 0 to root 3, you can see the area lies below the line, and from root 3 to 2, the area lies below the circle, right? So the area will be from the limit 0 to root 3. We have to take the function of the line in terms of x, because we have taken the limits of x. So we will take the function in terms of x and also the function of the line, because you can see from 0 to root 3 the area lies below the line, right? So the equation of the line is x equal to root 3y. So in terms of x, it will be x upon root 3, right, into dx. Plus from root 3 to 2, the area lies below the circle. So find the equation of the circle in terms of x. So from here y will be equal to root 4 minus x square, right, into dx. Now solve these two and put the limits. 1 by root 3 as it is, integral of x is x square upon 2, limits are from 0 to root 3, plus integral of this root 4 minus x square will be x by 2 root 4 minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by 2, and the limits are from root 3 to 2. Now put the limits and solve it, you will get the answer as pi by 3, right? So your today's homework is that you have to do question 1 to 7 of exercise 8.1. Okay.